maybe you should double down on that question and ask yourself that question and go, what's up? Why do you want to stay on YouTube then? I wonder why no penalty on getting banned on Rumble. Well, one, because you'll never get banned on Rumble. And two, Rumble doesn't matter. It's not real. But Tim can't say that. You want to know why? Because he's on Rumble. Because every conservative...
I'm not going to say it doesn't matter and it's not real. That's crazy. It's just not on the level of YouTube. But still a good alternative. It's just you're not going to do as well as you did on YouTube unless you already had a following, and still the conversion rate wouldn't be like that.
It has to maintain this lie that like Rumble is real. Rumble is a real platform. It's actually a really good YouTube competitor. Meanwhile, I'm willing to bet they spent the majority of their funds after obviously web, video hosting services. The majority of Rumble's funds probably go to legal, specifically so that they can turn around and consistently battle the free speech fighters like YouTube. That's it.
At all. And why don't they simply say comparable views instead of the platform? Like if for every million views per day you lose, we dock you.
I can answer you that question exactly. Because
so
it's fundamental to the business model.
That was crazy.
It is fundamental. In other words, there are plenty of options out there, right?
Did Tim just ask him instead, should his payment be based off of how many views he gets instead of just getting it for showing up? Okay. That's an option. That's an option. Imagine going to work and they're like, hey, listen, you ain't getting paid for how many hours you here. You gonna get paid for how many, whatever the hell your job is you do. Yeah. If you filing paperwork, then for every 1,000 you file, then you get 1 hour's wage. That's what we're doing. Just how many viewers do you have? Let's not judge it based off of you not showing up for work or not being able to come to work at all. But how many viewers? That sounds ridiculous, bro. I could get on a streaming service that just got made yesterday and they'll promote me. I'll sign some contract with them so they could promote the hell out of me. And now I'm making a bunch of money, even though nobody's seeing it. We don't know if these viewers are real. It's new, but whatever. Maybe I don't know. I've done business. I've negotiated even on small terms, as far as me just being an employee, fam. I remember when I first learned that, you can negotiate? What? I went right into my boss's office and had to negotiate immediately I'm putting in work. I'm not getting paid the same as these guys. That's crazy. That's what we need to bump that up, baby. We need to bump that up because there's other service over there that I can get a job for. They hiring. They've been blowing my phone up. They didn't want me to be a supervisor. And he had to throw that money up. He had to because I was worth it.
He can tell you, I get excited when I walk out and I go, hey, how many people are tuning in?
That could have also backfired. And that's okay as well. I gambled.
Live on YouTube. How many on Rumble? They go, oh, it's tips. There are more people on Rumble. Sure, I've been on YouTube for a long time, since 2006, but it doesn't mean that they don't change, right? And the issue is, I think it's a great thing to use these platforms. There's a huge difference, by the way, between being monetized and being on the platform. Yeah. But ultimately, if we believe what we say, we have to be trying to get to the point where we know that fast forward 5 years, you can't speak the truth on YouTube, certainly not if you want to be monetized. But there's this jockeying for position with people who they see as competition. And the issue here that I've always made clear is the locking in of these punitive contracts that mandate and enforce big tech policies and guidelines as a matter of business. YouTube is saying, can't say that, can't do that because of the box that's being created by all of these companies in big conservatism. And then you're trying to make it, right? You're trying to make it something that is financially solvent, and you can't because sponsors no longer have faith in this side of the industry. That is something that hurts those creators. And this is
because they think that the ad money or the whatever the hell they're spending is going to be wasted if you get banned.
So the creators are hurt, sponsors.
I understand it, fam. I get it. Right, I get it. Business-wise,
are hurt. The viewers are hurt because I just want to finish this one, and then any questions you have. The viewers are hurt because they feel isolated. They feel like their views are not represented. Right? They go, hold on a second, I'm conservative. Why are none of the top people saying whatever it is? X, Y, Z. And the investors are hurt. And I don't mean billionaires. In our case, it's people who invest when they sign up for Mug Club. Imagine if Mug Club leaves the blaze, and let's say we come back 2-3 months, and we come back, and all of a sudden, I don't talk about vaccines in the way that I used to. All of a sudden, I don't talk about election integrity like I used to. All of a sudden, I don't host Carrie Lake in the same way that I used to, or host her.
I get it. I understand, but that's just the way it is, bro. It would be more beneficial for someone to have both platforms be able to say, hey, we about to continue this stream on Rumble where we going to really get into it. We going to really, and I've seen certain YouTubers do that and they've been extremely successful with it. I'm about to start doing it. Once I could just learn the whole streaming and set up a Rumble, I'm going to start doing that to where half of my streams or most of my stream is going to go over to Rumble where we going to talk greasy. But YouTube, we not talking greasy. I talk pretty greasy on YouTube already, but I just got monetized again. I ain't going front. I was demonetized for months. It was crazy. I never did more videos during that time though. I was out here just pumping them out because I like to create.
At all. And all of a sudden, all the parodies, the sketches, the sweeping, like a parody of Saving Private Ryan or There Will Be Blood or Schindler's List, whatever it is, you don't see any, change my minds. You don't see any of those anymore, but you see 4 or 5 libraries. I'd be the definition of a sellout. And I would be selling out the people who paid for something different. Only one group of people here is saying, you have to fit into this box. I'm saying, you got to let some people let the freak flag fly. I don't care if you want to be monetized or not. Don't lock people and punish them on behalf of big tech when you claim that you are fighting them. And it is everywhere. And it's disheartening.
I don't think that Steven Kreider has a genuine interest here, okay? I think he has a secondary interest, or rather a real interest here. And that interest is he wants to build an email list for himself. How much money Alex Jones is making.
I start getting on my email list type of time. I start building that up.
So much money everyone else is making. And when they're independent, he knows that like if he has an email list for himself, that's the way to go. Okay. He just wants.
I had the phone list. That didn't cost money. The phone number list ain't free. I'm probably going to find the email list that's free and start like asking people to sign up for that.
So he just wants to run up the numbers, and he wanted to be controversial, and he wanted to eat away at some people's audiences. It doesn't make sense if you're like, if you're trying to like change the Daily Wire from the outside, like just do your own thing. I don't get it. Like you're like, I don't like the funding mechanism of Daily Wire being over reliant on like YouTube and not being banned off YouTube. They should use a better way to fund themselves so they can be as racist as they want to without YouTube, while simultaneously everybody in the process.
I don't like how he's just taking free speech as being racist like automatically. No, he just wants to, he didn't name nothing about race and what he described and what he wanted to talk about without being banned. But yeah, Hasan just racism is clearly about racism, guys. That's what they want to do.
Understands that YouTube still has the largest audience. If that was the fucking case, then you would never go on YouTube. You should be on Rumble. But nobody wants to be on Rumble because everybody fucking understands that Rumble is fake.
No, it's not that nobody wants to be on Rumble. It's that Rumble is just not at a place where it can really compete for real. Right? Not yet. Hopefully they can. Right? I'm rooting for it. But nah. Comparisons would be like WWE to AEW. Yeah, I started getting back into wrestling. But yeah, AEW is doing this thing, but it's not WWE level. Not yet. I would like it to be. Not yet. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Hit the like button as well. Subscribe and check me out on Patreon in case I get demonetized again. It might happen. I'll be talking crazy. Go sign up if you're able to. That's my subscription. I don't got no mug club. Go sign up for my Patreon while you can. Because it's getting real out here in these streets.